Good afternoon, everyone. First video, inspired by my good friend Liana Kobler, one-time fiance, but so happy still that we're good friends. So the inspiration, and Liana, you tell me about all the yums I'm saying, because I know that's the first thing I got to get rid of is the well. So I'm going to use well and replace the ums. Well, this video actually, I want to talk a little bit about the disease I have or the illness that I have, um, transverse myelitis. I'm not sure if this video is going to come across with people with transverse myelitis. It might, and if it does, I just want to let you know what I'm doing. January 21st, around 2:30. At home in my apartment in Hamilton, Ontario. Very cold. I'm playing with a tablet at the same time because my tablet is getting all these messages from Facebook. Not really for me, they're for everybody that's on the Facebook list. Because I did want to show you something. I have a goal there. I'm not sure I'll be able to tend or pull pull through with that goal. But it's something to keep in mind with when you have transverse myelitis or an illness like that, transverse myelitis. And for those of you that don't know what it is, you what you need to do is Google it because I'm not going to explain it other than I have pain in my legs all day long. I take a bunch of medication uh, for it. I'll give you a view of that. And it's all in blister packs. These are the meds I take. I don't share the meds with anybody. They're just mine. And we do the best we can with that. With the meds that my doctors try to help me with the pain. I've tried many things. I've tried products uh, uh, that friends recommend, or this helped my grandmother when she fell off her skateboard. You know, just crazy stuff. Yeah, spent a lot of money trying things. I tried the marijuana oil. And the initials, and I can't think of them right now, but anyways, CBD oil. I tried all that, but this seems what my neurologist is recommending works the best. It's brought my pain down from an 8 to a 6, and which is good, you know. So I want to talk back. I want to talk back to the transverse myelitis with people because I went on Facebook and and seen some of the stories there. Sorry, I'm distracted a little bit. I see some of the stories on transverse myelitis. I'll probably have to edit this video to fix it up. I went to and it didn't seem positive to me. Transverse myelitis isn't a positive disease, but there's things you can do in your day that that other people can't do, and you might be very lucky if you can do some of those things that you like or never were able to do, maybe because you had a full-time job. You were healthy, but you had a full-time job, and some of the hobbies didn't really, you know, between family and all that stuff, it didn't really appear in your day. So what I do in my day is I fill it up with things I could have. Well, either I did very part time before, and try to do them very full time, at least between Monday and Friday. Um, and and gee watch the procrastination when you have time to do something, or need to do something, or need to get something. I don't know if it's uh, when you're laying in bed with transverse myelitis. When I'm laying in bed, I better use my examples. That's when they have it. When my transverse myelitis, the mo when I have less pain is the most time I have less pain is when I'm in bed. Fortunately, I can sleep through the night, and it's pretty well pain free. It's not too bad. I don't know what it is. I just lie on my back, and I'll talk about the what I actually have to sleep with and do with, which is it's very negative in my life, and it disrupts a lot of things, intimacy, and it's a disaster that way actually. But um, you just have to adjust. You have to adjust that in your head. You got to keep clear. So I feel good about who I am, and that's the main thing. You got to feel good about who you are, and if you maybe I don't know who and what to recommend, but there's so much there in YouTube uh, that you could fill your mind with and adjust your mind spiritually. Uh, there's just so much, but um, I'm sure you all know how to think positive, but practice that all day long. And like I say, find the things that you really want to do and fill up your day. I'll give you a couple examples. A good book. I always find something that I'm interested. A good book, not to, don't sit around all day and reading it, but maybe spend half an hour, 20 minutes a day. Again, find if you need income. I'm learning how to trade silver and gold. Uh, I'm trying to understand Bitcoin. I actually want to get paid in Bitcoin just right now because the Bitcoin's very low. So that's that to me makes sense. Get paid in Bitcoin when it's nice and low, and cash out when it's nice and high, which has happened before. What else to say about Transverse Myelitis? I didn't make any notes because this is my first video. I didn't make any notes. I will make more videos, and I'm sure they're going to be a lot better than this. I'm doing this to practice like I say, my good friend Liana Kobler has inspired me just to get something going on video and talk a little bit about myself. But for those people that have it, you must find happiness in your family, of course. I'm so grateful for all the friends and kids that friends or the kids that I have. Um, it's very important. There's no time to be miserable or I can't do this. I can't. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can't do. There's a lot of things you can do. You got to concentrate on the things you can do. If you're going to travel, figure out what's the easiest way to travel. Um, I'm really should be in a wheelchair. I'm in a wheelchair now, as you can see. And you have to figure a way how to exercise uh, because I love to cook. So keep that going in my life, and I love to cook for my family, which is a lot of fun. These are, I guess I'm trying. All I'm trying to say is just get the things that make you happy. Get some goals. Even think big. Who cares? It's just keeping that dream inside your head that keeps it going. Just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean you can't dream. Doesn't mean you can't drive. You can figure out a way to drive. I gave up my car for now, but I'm going to figure out a way maybe to get back in the car. All my friends are saying, don't bother, don't bother. It has been pretty easy. Here in Ontario, I'll say one thing about Ontario. They have a service here in Hamilton, Ontario called Darts. They will take me anywhere. They'll even take me to a casino if I want to, which I'm going to stay away from because I love to gamble. I always think I'm very lucky on the slot machines. I'm very lucky, and I am very lucky on the slot machines, but I keep putting it all back. But I go there for entertainment, so that's what it's all about. But I'm not going to spend Monday to Friday in a casino. I like to go to the casino when I'm on vacation and try to vacation as much as you can. I did a lot with Liana. Liana was wonderful in helping me with my vacations. She really saw. She really gave me a vision about vacationing, cruising. One of my favorite ways to vacation. And believe me, in a wheelchair, they cater to you. They'll carry you. They'll put you in bed even if you want to. Man, those guys are wonderful. The ones I experienced, anyways. Um, it's a cold day here. Whew, cold day, but sunny. Thank goodness. Yeah. Let's see. This is one of the little projects that maybe it's a little bit too big for me to handle, but just keeping it in mind and as a dream, it helps your day a lot. It really does. Really does. And I have no cure for transverse myelitis, and that's the problem. Nobody has a cure. So the only cure you're going to get with transverse myelitis is up here. It's up here. That will cure your transverse myelitis. Be grateful who and what you are, what you have. Look at the world around us with computers. I got two laptops sitting here, a tablet, which you got to plug back in because it needs charging. Tablets sitting over there by a chair. Uh, uh, Not expensive tablets, but just so I don't have to carry stuff around. And because I got to do a couple of things in between here. I'm not the most organized person. I never was. Maybe that's one thing that I can do while I can't do, uh, some of the other stuff like work full time at a steel manufacturing plant. I'm grateful that I had that job, and I'm grateful I had that job because when I got sick, they were very supportive as far as being off, and of course, the disability insurance that I have. Not too many people have that, but for those of you that doesn't have any type of disease now, always support yourself with some sort of a medical insurance. Here in Canada, we think we got great Medicare. We don't. And you find that out when you're really sick. Not when you go in for emergency because you got a kidney stone. And even then, you got to wait 9 hours, for God's sakes. Um, I'm gonna do another video on that. I'm gonna get help from my American friends who experienced my experience with Ontario Medicare. I'm not sure if it's going to improve. I did vote for a political party here that's very right wing, and they talk a lot about improving Medicare. We'll see. We'll see. They always call for funds, and they call them and they tell me they're doing this and that. And as far as Medicare, I say, no, you're not. I've experienced it. I've been in a ward. I'm covered for semi-private or private, but there's never a private or semi-private room available. I was in a ward room, and there was three of us guys and one female because there wasn't enough room for her. That's Ontario. There you go. And please don't send me bullcrap about the Ontario Medicare. Again, I didn't have anything written out. I was inspired to do something right away. This is mainly my practice video, and I'm going to see what I can do with it um, as far as editing. And, but anyway, it was good just to speak in front of the thing and see, get me going on something. So for anything for those, if it ever goes in front of people that have transverse myelitis, just your Monday to Friday, just find something that really inspires you. Um, and don't just sit there and communicate on Facebook. Oh my God. You drive yourself nuts. Just the, yeah, I've been through that. The next thing you know, an hour and a half goes by. The other thing, watch the computer. Period. Sometimes I love American politics, even though I don't live there, but I love listening to it. I'm a big Trump fan, and even if Trump wasn't the president, I believe the Republican Party in the U.S. is quite the party to vote for. I like what they stand for, and there's good Democrats down there too. There is really good Democrats down there as well. So um, I like American politics. I like Canadian politics as well. Being a Canadian, I get a little bit involved in that, but there's not as much drama in the Canadian politics as there is in the American right now. So I enjoy the American, but I could get wrapped up in that thing for 4 or 5 hours, for crying out loud, because I have my favorite YouTubers and I love listening to them. Well, hopefully I'll be a favorite YouTuber to some other people one day. Anyways, thanks for listening, and we'll talk again.